So I am Mary Hamilton from Hugh Hamilton Wines. We are from McLaren, Vale, which is one of the best wine regions in Australia. It's close to the city of Adelaide, down in the south. And we have a long history in growing grapes and making wine. We've been doing it for 180 years. So I am the 6th generation of the Hamiltons, who are winemakers. So we have 3 vineyards down in McLaren Vale, all quite different, and they all grow different varieties. My father Hugh is still involved in the business, and as am I. So we are family owned, family operated. It's a very hands-on business, and we do every aspect of the business. So we grow our grapes, which we do mostly in a biodynamic way, and we make the wine, and we market it and sell it in places hopefully like Korea. Well, I think that probably this one is my favourite wine. This wine is called Pure Black. It's my favourite because it is the best wine that we can possibly make. And to make this wine, we had to become absolutely wonderful at being excellent winemakers, and we changed our vineyards quite significantly to be able to find the very, very best grapes in McLaren Vale. And then we now have lots of tiny parcels of wonderful grapes to be able to find the best barrels that make this wine. It was really a wine that was to say thank you to my great-great-great-grandfather, and he planted the very first grapevines in South Australia. He was the first person to actually put a grapevine in the ground. I think that the type of importer that will best suit Hugh Hamilton Wines is someone who likes the idea of working with a family business, where you are actually doing business with family members, and who appreciates wine that has some variety from our classic varietals through to some of our more innovative wines, where we really break some rules in a great way and they taste delicious.
Hugh, and I'm the winemaker and owner for Patrick of Coonawarra. So we are a small family-owned vineyard, which is right in the bottom of South Australia, in a small region called Coonawarra. Some of our wines that we focus on are Riesling and Cabernet Sauvignon. Cabernet Sauvignon is very famous in Coonawarra, and it's one of the varieties that we like to showcase. So the clientele that we're looking at for the Korean market is certainly the premium wine drinker. Some of the Cabernet Sauvignon is a very food-friendly wine, and it goes well with a lot of the Korean-style foods. So the sort of high-end market, but also some of the entry-level people that might not have tried a lot of the Australian wine before. It's a good way to have a look and see what the sort of styles that you can get out of Australia are. One of the wines that also will work well is the Riesling, which is a lighter style, and it's also got a little bit of acidity, but nice balance, which would be very good for the sort of high. So we have our entry level being our P series, which is a Coonawarra Cabernet. It's got some nice fruit flavour, but also a bit on the spicy side. And then right through to our Shiraz and home block Cabernet here. So one of my favourite wines in the range is the home block Cabernet Sauvignon. So this is a small 1 hectare vineyard surrounding our family home where I grew up. I spent a lot of time in the vineyard when I was a young boy, working in there and pruning the vines and picking the grapes and all that sort of thing. So this is probably my favourite wine in the range, and one that certainly I hope that the Korean people will enjoy. Grand Reserve, which is this one here. So it's picked from the same vineyard as the home block, so the best rows and the best vines are selected to go into this wine. That spends 3 years in new French oak, and then 4 years in the bottle before it's released. So it's released as a very old wine, so 2010 will be released 7 years later. So this one is one that has won a lot of awards and a lot of trophies for us, and has rivaled some of the best French wines. We are very similar climate to Bordeaux. This was actually rated in the top of the Wine State magazine, which is an Australian publication, right up with some of the great chateaux in Bordeaux, Chateau Bichon, and this wine was rated both very well. So it's a fantastic wine, and if you do like French wine, this one is certainly one of those high-end Australian wines that you should try.
My name's Sharon Bosveld, and our family vineyard is Churchview Estate, Margaret River. We began our vineyard in 1998 and was purchased by my father at that time, and a couple of years later myself and my brother and a few other family members bought the additional properties around, so now we are a 100-hectare vineyard growing 16 varieties of grapes under 4 different ranges. But I do have a favourite, and it's right here. This is the Bordeaux blend we make. So it's a blend of Cabernet, Merlot, Malbec and Petit Verdot. So why do I love it? It has such interesting complexity, all sorts of flavours, very rich, very round and just super delicious. In Korea we are hoping to focus on the on-premise market, so the fine dining and maybe some high-end liquor outlets, because our wines are high-quality wines, and so we're hoping that we can develop the market in Korea with the restaurant.
My name is Hamish Baldwinson. I'm from Vinternational in South Australia. We are the sales and distribution division for our winery in Langhorne Creek called Project Wine. So we are a winery that produce wine from all over South Australia, from many different regions and at many different price points. But today here in Seoul, we have 3 of our brands. We have Parsons Paddock from Langhorne Creek, Angus and Bremer from Langhorne Creek at more premium position, and then from the Adelaide Hills we have our Chain of Ponds brand. Over from Langhorne Creek, Parsons Paddock is more of our commercial everyday drinking Langhorne Creek. We have a Shiraz and a Cabernet Sauvignon. And then Angus and Bremer is our premium Langhorne Creek brand. So Angus and Bremer is named after the 2 rivers that run through Langhorne Creek. So very much the lifeblood of our region. The rivers are the source of all of the water for irrigation, and without the rivers, Langhorne Creek would not exist. So we name our brand after the lifeblood of our region, the Angus River and the Bremer River. Chain of Ponds from the Adelaide Hills, a very cool climate region, and as a result we produce wines that are reflective of the cooler climate. We see a lot of entry-level Australian wine in Korea from the big companies at the much lower prices, and they're in obviously all the hypermarkets and the supermarkets and banquet wines in hotels. But our wines are positioned above that. So, we're looking for importers who have good distribution into the premium wine shops and bars and restaurants and hotels. Okay, so I think now is a very exciting time for wine, imported wine in Korea, in particular for Australian wine. We're lucky that our governments have signed a free trade agreement, which means that Australian wine is more affordable through lower taxes. And I think there's a good opportunity for Australian wine to really increase in the Korean market. For a long time we've been sort of number 6 or 7 in Korea, but I think there's an opportunity to grow significantly. We saw what happened with Chilean wine here with their free trade agreement. Chilean wine went crazy. I don't know whether Australian wine will also be crazy, but we would just love to see it grow and become a bigger category. We're very excited about the opportunities here for Australia. I've been coming to Korea for a long, long time, and I would love to see more Australian wine in Korea. So thank you, and I look forward to seeing you again here in Korea, hopefully enjoying some of our wines.